I stopped doing this as a professional photographer, and here's why you should too.
Work hard, rest often.
What is going on, everyone? It's Finn, and recently I changed up how I photograph in a way that's actually made me more intentional and get better photos just about every time, and here's how you can do the same. Now, you see more and more these cameras are coming out with ridiculous, absolutely insane frame rates, and if you're a sports photographer, somewhere where you need to get that moment, this is super helpful for you. But if you're someone like me shooting fashion, shooting portraits, shooting commercial work, you may want to switch the continuous mode off, or at least switch it into low speed continuous, and here's why. I've always been a photographer that shoots really fast. I like to think that I know what I want, I know how to get it, and I get in, get the photo, and get out, and that makes me look better as a photographer because time is money, and if I can save my clients time by getting them a high quality result, that is borderline invaluable. The thing is, when you are continuously using that high speed continuous mode, you're not really being as decisive with your images. You're just kind of spraying and praying, we call it. You just keep shooting and hope you get something, because if you take all the frames in the world, you'll get at least one good one. And this might be because I've been shooting film more, and this might be just in how I've been changing my photography style, but I actually like to wait and find that perfect moment. I was doing some lifestyle photos recently where I wanted one really specific shot, and rather than doing a bunch of continuous photos, I had my flashes on and everything so they wouldn't be recycling as fast anyway, so the image wouldn't come out properly anyhow. But I wanted this one specific photo, and I would watch every time, and I would just take one photo as the model here kept leaping, and eventually I got the exact one I want because I knew exactly when to take that shot, and then I did, and it came out perfect. I absolutely loved the result of it, and that's because I waited for what we call that decisive moment. If I had been there the entire time just clicking away like a machine gun, that photo, I may have got it, but I'd have so many more photos to sort through. And yeah, digital storage is a lot cheaper nowadays than it's ever been, but you're still gonna have thousands of images to edit through, and that's time for you as a photographer, time that you could be using on other photos, time that you could be using to actually go out and shoot or make money or anything. So what I've learned to do is actually pinpoint that specific moment I want and then watch for it and take the photo as I need to. Now, sure, there are moments where I'll switch it into high-speed continuous if I need to, but I do so continuously less frequently, and then I just end up with usually better images because I'm more intentional about every single photo that I take. I know that that is a photo that I want. I have a picture of what I want in my brain, and I take it. Now, if you're doing photojournalism, if you're shooting events, if you're shooting sports, wildlife, etc., this advice probably won't apply to you. Even weddings, it probably won't really apply to you. But if you're doing just about anything else, maybe consider switching that off of high-speed continuous, because it might be hurting your images more than it's helping it, and it might be a crutch that you're relying on as a photographer. Yes, I know this is a hot take, but it's something that's actually made me a better photographer. And if I have something that makes me a better photographer, I want to share it with you so that way we can all grow together. That's how we lift up and grow as a community. Because if I was just like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, but nobody knew, then how does that benefit you guys? How does that, it's just something, oh, this is just what I do. And sure, it is just what I do, and you don't have to do anything that I do. You don't have to listen to me at all. You could think I'm a complete fool. And sometimes, admittedly, I am, but that's fine. This is just something that has really changed up my style of photography, and I think it really started when I was shooting film, and I would wait for that one specific frame rather than taking more. And it's something that I then started adapting into my digital workflow, and it's actually saved me time and money because I'm not spending a whole bunch of time sitting behind the computer editing for hours and hours and hours until my eyes inevitably fall out of my head and my brain starts to leak all over my computer. So rather than having that happen, I'm able to take fewer photos, but the ones that I'm taking, because I'm more intentional, turn out better anyways. So I get more keeper images, and I have less to sort through. And whenever I am photographing with a client and I need to proof the photos, which basically means I send them the photos, they pick the ones that they want edited, send them back to me, I edit them. They don't have as many photos to go through because for them, they don't want to spend their time sorting through a bunch of photos. They just want to pick the ones that look good, send them off to me, I edit them, they get them back. Done. And the less time that takes for them, the better. Time is money. So if I send them 1,000, 2,000 images, they're going to be sorting forever, and they're going to be thinking I could use my time better. But if I send them a smaller amount of images that are all better, they're going to have an easier time picking these photos, and then they will get them back to me sooner, and then I can have them back to them sooner, and everybody's happy. It's something that actually does go a long way. It's one of these little tweaks that you can make that makes a big difference in not only your personal photography, but just your photography business in general. So let me know your thoughts. Do you shoot with high-speed continuous? Would you consider turning it off? Let me know your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. If you did, drop a like, leave a comment. If you want to see more different photographic experience style videos from me in the future, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to be notified for all future videos. Work hard, rest often, and as always, I will see you on the next one.